Our next show match of the night, we have a D/C rank best of 3 show match featuring the notorious Lucky Noob versus Nettles. Let's get into it.
What rank was this?
D/C rank.
Oh, okay.
And Lucky Noob, very well known, very funny, charismatic Brood War community member. I believe from Bulgaria.
What is this? Polyvoid?
Yeah, how did you guess?
Just this bottom right base I'm familiar with.
That's where you spawn every time. You don't play Polyvoid because you always twos, right? And it's Fighting Spirit.
Oh, Polyvoid's a 2 vs 2 map. It's very good.
Yeah, but you guys don't play on it.
I try to play on it when I can.
Nobody joins those games, right?
I know, they're
like
fucking losers, man.
Even Circuit Breaker, which is played to death, is pretty mainstream. I mean, nobody's gonna join that in a public game.
Oh, what is that? That's a different looking bird. Go back.
I think it disappears. It's bluish.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's a Kakaru, though. What are you doing, Lucky Noob?
I try to play different maps, man, but I don't understand why everyone wants to play the same maps over and over and over again. It gets old. I mean, Fighting Spirit is a great map. It really is.
It was the same with Lost Temple, right? And Python. 2v2, I think, has always been like that. I mean, 1v1 is the same, but there's a little bit more variety, I think. Lucky Noob, really flexing his APM here. Really getting to know the map, it seems. Even though he's probably watched hundreds of games on Polyvoid.
I hate that. Sometimes I'll be like, what the fuck map is this? And I'll search around, like, oh my god, it's that map. I know exactly what the layout is. But it takes me forever to realize what I'm playing on. Which you'd think you join the game, so you should see the title of it. But I don't pay attention to that. I got stuff going on around me, man.
Alright, I'm trying to up my casting game to get to the level of Quark. But I know none of the builds or strategies, that's the issue.
I don't know as many as he does.
I could just steal phrases from him. I don't hate this. Protoss seems like...
I don't like it, but I don't hate it either.
Right? Keeping Zerg honest with the Zealot.
I thought you were stealing phrases from Quark. I don't like this, but I don't necessarily hate it either. He says that. I don't know. It's the thing is you know.
I hate that creep colony. I'm sorry.
I don't, but I hate it because he doesn't know that his opponent's too gate. The fact that he now knows his opponent's too gate, yeah, the creep colony is okay, but he needs to hurry up and make it sunken.
I don't think he needs it. I think he should be droning up this whole time. Make the minimum number of lings you need to defend against the Zealot.
Well, yeah, of course, but he's not pumping Zealots though either. Okay, he made it. Never mind.
Well, Lucky Noob is really capitalizing on this 100 minerals he spent.
Yeah.
3 kills so far. Is he gonna go in between the gaps and target the drones? Oh, this is just working out too much for him.
Wow. Oh, man. Unreal. Ah, he came in right into the sunken.
Totally worth it.
Oh yeah, man.
Aspired now. A 4-gate, 1 base. We got an open cast invite, so join our Discord, hop into the open casting voice channel, and co-cast the games with us.
So where do you think he's gonna go from this?
I'm a little confused by the Dragoons with range and the Archives Citadel.
Yeah, I mean, I see he's wanting to get a DT out. Maybe he's just gonna snipe the Overlords with the Dragoons. But I don't know. This is really weird. I mean, Zerg's going Mutiling, which is what you're supposed to go against this, but
What are you doing, Lucky Noob?
he wants to kill the Overlords with the Dragoons and run his DT, and it looks like
This is the worst time for Zerg to expand. No, don't expand right now. Not there. Not like this, Nettles.
well, he's got his Overlord up there. He doesn't know that what he's doing, so
I don't hate this, actually. I think he might be able to defend.
yeah, I mean, he's gonna defend this because he's not getting his.
He doesn't have an answer to the DT.
He doesn't even know it's there, does he? Maybe he does now.
Yeah, there's an Overlord. Slowly
Now he
creeping.
does, yeah.
It's pretty ballsy of Lucky Noob, but he got 2 drones. Nicely done.
Well, he's got this expansion going down now. Oh, never mind. There's still another Overlord. So he's not expanding behind this either.
Retreat. Alright, so what's your plan? Are you gonna expand? Try to defend? $20 drones. 21 now, so 21 probes. Lucky Noob is ahead in supply. I'd say it's kind of even. Those are a lot of Dragoons. See,
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
know about
honestly,
this creep colony though.
You have to build up your Dragoon army. Like, I see what he's doing. Like, this is actually not.
All he needs is Zerglings and he can stop this.
No, well, here's the thing. This strat actually used to be used a couple times, but it was made a little different. So what they would do is they would one gate open into Stargate, and then the opponent would think they're going DTs, when in fact they would actually go 4-gate Dragoon, and instead of making the +1, they would make Dragoon range. So the opponent, the Zerg, would think that they're making +1 Corsairs.
Right.
So they would build to counter that, when in fact you got 4-gate Dragoons coming. And you just use a couple Zealots to buffer against these Lings. So he's not microing at all. I don't think he's paying attention. He can win this fight.
No,
really
he's
easily.
microing if I know Lucky Noobs.
No, Lucky Noob wasn't microing. There we go.
That was his microing. Alright, so he was able to kill off Zerg's units. What's he gonna do here? Target the Sunken. There's no Overlord to take care of this DT. Looks like he's
so
going to
this
pick off this
expansion's gonna go
expansion.
down.
Unless he
He's
can
gotta focus,
distract
though.
that DT. Possible he could save it. I don't know why he's countering there. He could have saved his expansion here. I hate it.
He really needs to make a couple. Well, he needs more probes to get expansion up at this point.
Lucky Noob. Trying to make us think he does a map pack. Alright, so Zerg lost that expansion. Pretty scrappy game. Please don't lose to meterless. Don't know what happened. Everything was going in Zerg's favor. Oh no. Oh, he's got speed. And it's not going to matter? They died. I don't know, normally when I see mass dragoons for Zerg, I just think mass Zergling is going to destroy that. So, if Nettles was just pumping out Zerglings, he only has 2 hatcheries though.
I mean, this is kind of your
3.
build, ain't it? 4 gate, 1 base.
I don't really have a build, but it's just a weird
Does
rush.
Protoss have +1? Or is that...
No,
okay, so
I don't make
+1's
dragoons, but I try to get zealots with +1 and archons ASAP.
Oh, and Lucky Noob pulls out the win. 1 base in Protoss for the win.
Disappointed. I was hoping he would die. Game 2. On Circuit Breaker. We have Lucky Noob on the top left. Nettles on the top right.
All right, Quark rated us. Thank you, sir.
No problem. How's it going?
What's happening?
Welcome, friend. I don't hate this. I like it.
We were just talking shit about you, Quark. No.
No, I wasn't talking shit.
No, he was trying to be like, I'm trying to get better at casting like Quark is. Like maybe I could say some of his catchphrases. So he's saying, I don't hate this, but I don't not like it either. I was like, whoa, man, easy, pro.
Okay, this is PVZ on Circuit Breaker, and he's going 1 base. What's happening?
Yeah, that's what happened last game.
Yeah.
He went 4 gates, dragoons, and
It's not even
DTs.
pylon by the middle line either. He's just content to lose to a 9 full speed opener, I guess. He's like, yeah, if that happens, just so be it.
I guess that is a risk of doing this.
He gets first scout though, which is going to make this much easier because otherwise he would have to cut probes and have a pylon, maybe make a battery. But if he gets first scout, and also it looks like he's going for 12 hatch, first scout against the 12 hat is an absolutely huge advantage because he doesn't get the 12 hat. He's got to go 12 full.
Lucky Noob, you dirty Protoss.
No, this is Nettles did this to himself. There's a reason you don't go 12 hatch, and it's because sometimes when you go 12 hatch, you don't actually get to place a hatchery. If
Yeah.
Protoss goes the second gateway right now, then he's just going to be able to kill him because Zerg doesn't have any. There's no spawning pool. 500 minerals, no spawning pool. Like,
Yeah, that's why nowadays I mostly go for the. Oh, did he make a second hatch further away? Kind of like his where he started. He blocked. He blocked his.
It's pretty far from the mineral line.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's too close too.
oh, he doesn't want to lose that probe. But even, it's.
Is that worth doing?
No.
No, it's bad, right?
Losing the hatchery or the probe.
Well, I guess both of them seem really bad to me.
Yeah,
Losing
the hatchery
probe-
should have been higher up, and the probe dying's huge.
Hatchery seems like a mile away.
Yeah, it should have been
Well-
higher up to get start building the wall rather
Workers
than.
are going to be like, what the hell?
I know why he built that hatchery there.
I'd say
because
we
he-
have
he
core
thinks
before
it's gonna-
gas.
Well, he
Protoss gone
thinks-
core before gas.
Oh, is he? Oh wow.
Yeah,
I thought
this
that was a
is-
forge.
He hasn't made the zealot yet either, so this is the goon rush build he's doing with no gas. Oh, sorry, he has two zealot. Okay, but even so, this is. What MMR is this?
Lucky Noob and Nettles are D or C rank.
Okay, suddenly the gasless goon rush makes sense.
I don't think it does though. No. Only not
Always-
Lucky. The
always
part
gas.
that includes Lucky Noob makes sense, but
This I don't mean it makes sense to good build. I mean it makes sense that somebody would do this.
yeah, that's what I meant. I
Yeah.
think all the low ranks are aware of all the builds and strategies because they have access to streams and all that. But
Yes, but if they knew them, they wouldn't be the low ranks.
Lucky Noob is strange because he's a very active member. Brood War, everybody knows him, and he watches all the streams, helps out with STPL. So I assume he knows more than he's demonstrating here.
I mean, it's. I don't know how to defend. Oh, he's cutting probes. You don't want to cut probes in this situation. This is an interesting game. One player has 400 gas, the other one has no gas
Okay.
at all.
Now look back at Zerg's base.
I'm sorry.
Look back at Zerg's expansion real quick. Excuse me. Okay, so he intended to make that hatchery where he could place his expansion hatchery in a location near.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like
he's
he
got goons.
intended to.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there's
Oh my
Lings about to
gosh,
kill him, and he's
yes.
got two goons building, but goons aren't what he wants here. His zealots are all out of position. He's just going to commit to going all in. This
Just-
is.
Just aim the Nexus or something.
Oh, the goon is going to trap it. No, the goon's going to attack the assimilator. Okay, that's good. We're going to take down the assimilator.
No,
That's
he's
him later.
leaving. No, don't leave. No. Oh no.
Personally, I think that assimilator's been too cocky for too long, and it's about time that Lucky Noob started attacking it. Oh, there's still drones. But when there were no zealots on the map, he had to know where the zealots were. Why was he making drones? Rangeless goons. Also, 17 workers. Protoss didn't lose any workers. He just decided 17 was the number. He was like, yeah, I've got my 17 workers. That's me done. Don't need any more. Why would anybody build more workers than that? Had he targeted the hatchery that's now a lair, he could have killed that one because while it's morphing to lair, it doesn't have any regen. It would have been very easy for him to kill it while it was morphing to lair.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. If it had more HP, that's why I didn't target it.
It does have more HP once it's finished. However, while it's morphing, it actually has
Does
less
it?
effective HP because it's got no regen. That's why if your hatchery's really low and they're still crashing it, you definitely shouldn't start turning it into a lair. If you start turning it into a lair, it will stay really low until the lair's complete. Whereas if you leave it as a hatchery, it will regen from HP.
Kill the Overlord.
This is such a weird game.
Come on,
He's
Nettles.
gone back to building zealots. He's still got no. Oh no, okay, we didn't want the overload
Oh.
after all. You
I
know, with
believe it's
micro, dragoons can trade really effectively against things, and without
Yeah.
micro, not so much. That was 4 lings, took down 2 dragoons. Okay, he's going hydras. I like the way the Protoss has done. Is that a second cannon? He's just cannon rushing himself. He goes 2 gate, makes some zealots, builds a ford, and starts putting cannons in his main.
Must be worried about his fire.
But he knew the lair timing because he could see the lair.
Well, I
Also,
would have
how
probably snuck that Dragoon in and got a scout in.
Yeah. Although you also have to think, well, how many mutas could he possibly have on his one gas? This is
Well, with Nettles, he has almost 800. So. I think he's just been mining gas the whole game. And I'm not a big fan of the creep colonies just because there's no attack. There's no threat.
yeah. I mean, he could just have a Ling outside the base and then build a creep colony once he needs it. It's the thing. He's blindly building defenses and not checking if there's going to be an attack. It's the worst of both worlds. Well, Lucky Noob is blindly making cannons at his front. Oh, he's getting Dragoon range as well. He's getting Citadel. This is a lot of tech to get on one base. On one base, one gas.
Hey, you.
Oh, you don't want to attack that.
No, back up. Get off the
Oh,
sun.
He's gonna do it.
Oh.
At least he could be ready. Oh no! No! Okay, my Rangers Dragoons are going to get behind the middle line and do some harass. And that would be great, right up until he builds 2 Zerglings, and then, you know,
I love Lucky
the harass
Noobs.
is over. This just...
Here comes the Zealot Savior. Another one coming in.
Oh, he's on it.
He's
gonna
going for
run
the
by.
drones.
He's going to get one.
Oh, he got it.
But he's got to run so far to get the second one because of that hatchery placement. You see, that's why you do it. It keeps the drones moving.
See, he intentionally, he what he wanted to do was make that hatchery far away enough so when he dropped his 3rd hatchery, it would actually reach that expansion. But he blocked himself when he did it, and he realized that after he had already made that hatchery. So he's just gonna have to live with it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got lurker tech. Oh.
Honestly, in his position, I probably would have made a lair elsewhere and killed that hatchery. It's going to cost him so much in mining time. Oh, we have lurker drop.
What? Oh. This is gonna be a big problem. There's no robo.
Yeah, but he's got High Templar but no Storm. This is the old no, Stormless High Templar build.
His Nexus is gonna die, bro.
Yeah, because he's got nothing to counter this. Well, I guess Nettles is gonna win. Good job, buddy. The DT's on it, but unfortunately the DT... Does he not know he doesn't have Storm? And personally, I've always felt like Storm is overrated PvZ. It's not a very good spell, you don't really need it, but it's weird that he's building a High Templar with no Storm.
Can you build a shield battery and try to recharge your Nexus battery while
No,
cannons
I mean,
build?
you can try, but it doesn't work. But, you definitely can try.
Oh.
Do you think this is fucking StarCraft 3, bro?
You're saying that it doesn't work with structures, right? It's only with units?
Yeah, it doesn't work on structures. But I'm absolutely fine with him trying. I think that's definitely a smarter thing than anything else he's trying.
Could you
Why don't you
imagine Protoss
DT
mass expanding with cannons and a shield battery?
He just keeps the DT exactly where the... Oh, that was Robo's there too. Okay, he doesn't have the observatory coming. The Lurker's just going to kill the Robo.
Nexus going down. Lucky Noob. It looks like he's stacking some minerals. Might want to go for your expansion here.
Oh,
Why is the
no.
Robo next to the Nexus he was losing? He could put it literally anywhere, and he's like, yep, that's the spot.
He's not even making an observatory, man. Like, the
Yeah, he doesn't
observatory
even-
is fast enough
Yeah,
where
but
he can
doesn't have
actually
post-mining.
get...
He didn't have post-mining gas at the natural, so he didn't have any gas at all. Oh, okay, he's building another Storm. Why don't you kill the Robo? But
You could
Okay,
do the
observatory
whole
started.
place the Zealot on top of the lurkers and try to target
Yeah,
him
I
with
think
your
that's what he's
Archon.
gonna try to do.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, but
No, he's not gonna try to do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is gonna be a game ender right here.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
they just walked right in.
Nettles is clearly a very, very high level player, and this isn't. There's nothing Protoss can do to stop this. This is just one of those builds that if Zerg does, then the game's over. Protoss can't defeat this.
Okay, he made the Archon, now he's researching Storm.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the way you do it
No high
because
Templar.
logically the only way to kill Lurkers is.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, he's gonna lose the robot.
He waited too long to make the observer.
He's got his Nexus up now.
Yeah, but no. Oh, he's got the speedless zealots. Yeah, he's fine. This is a fine situation. Good player. Never go up, never surrender. He's going to make probes out of his main nexus till he has some probes again. He'll be fine. Oh, one zealot going for the run by. Making sure that the Sunken survives. He might want to consider leaving this game. Although his storm is done, so if he can unmerge the Archon, then he'll be fine. He can just kill the Lurkers.
You can do that?
No.
Okay, so once Zerg actually gets a little confidence under him and actually gets past the early stages, looks like he does pretty decent. I think he just really struggles with the early game. Because I mean, he's got map control. He's taking the expansions he's supposed to take.
I don't know. I mean, this was all that happened this game with the Lurker drop.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
look what he's able to do now, though. I mean, he's confident enough to where he's. Oh, I was waiting for that to happen. Oh, he got more up there than I thought he would.
The issue wasn't lack of confidence. The issue was that his opponent had a Nexus. That's why Zerg was struggling. Once he dealt with the Nexus issue, then Zerg was having a much better time. I think the strategy where you kill your opponent's Nexus and then they can't mine is high-level strategy, and I approve of it.
All right. Good job, Nettles. Ties it up 1-1 against Lucky Noob. Not so lucky. Game 2. Game 3. Kind of rooting for Lucky Noob now.
It is Vandom versus Vandom. Well, it's
Maybe.
Lucky Noob. Nettles is changing his base. Lucky Noob is Protoss again, but
This is the first game that I think Nettles is playing Terran. Yeah, you guys are so harsh on Lucky Noob that I gotta root for him now.
I was not being too critical of his Stormless, High Templar, Rangeless Goons, Gasless core into cannon rushing your own main base strategy. I thought it had potential.
Probably one of the most colorful characters in Brood War community, Lucky Noob. Known by all, hated by all.
Okay, 8 scout is really quick. It's you would do that only against Vandom, I think. I mean, okay, maybe if you get a first scout and you steal their gas, it's okay, but I don't know that I would 8 scout against Terran. Because what am I going to find that's going to change my build? I'm still going to.
Does he know he's random, or does he know he's Terran though, or did he go random?
Yeah, that's the thing. If he doesn't know he's Terran, I like the scout
That
timing.
would
If
probably
he does
explain
know,
it.
then it's a very weird scout timing.
Especially on this map, because you can't actually play a one base opening against Zerg too well because there's no ramp. There is a little close off, but
Yeah, it's
second-
it's difficult against Hydra.
so but you can't necessarily fast expand Forge against Terran either. You know,
That gas was quite late. He took that gas on like 200 minerals. That was weird.
maybe he was waiting to see if it was Terran, or I don't know. Maybe he wants to go 2-gate against Protoss.
He did make it as soon as I think the SCV and Pro ran into each other.
And now he's making a zealot. So this is. I don't know what he's hoping to get done with this zealot.
Win the
Especially,
game.
especially zealot before core, because he's just delaying his cybernetics core. And everything that he needs comes from cybernetics core. So good news is he went gas before core this time. Bad news is he's not mining any gas. So that's going to limit the ability which he can get value out of that cybernetics core.
Wow, lucky
Yeah.
noob.
Now he did. I have seen 3 zealots into a dragoon on this
There he
map,
goes.
so we'll see if that's what he's wanting to do.
Yeah, but you always want to rush dragoon range because dragoon range is such a huge timing on the turn. So you'd always want to get
Well,
as much
of course.
gas as possible.
But I think he might want to actually force a vulture from Terran, depending on how this goes. He might want to force a vulture out instead of a machine shop tank early on.
Like you need doing the strategy where you start talking to them right if your zealot hits them. That's
What a
pretty
bastard!
good.
Maybe. I think he
Messes them.
lied about being supply blocked.
I mean, he wasn't supply blocked, so
Yeah.
I don't know how I can conclude it's not a lie, given that it wasn't the case.
So he didn't make a second.
Oh, we're going free get goon with no range. He has the money for range. There we go.
There he goes.
This build, however, would be better if he had dragoon range as fast as possible because he can't attack till the dragoon range is done. Yeah, this is an unusual opening with the zealot before core, late gas. You wouldn't normally want to go mass goon without any gas.
No. Took way too many hits.
Yeah, he's trying to run by and it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to run by. I'm going to fight. Then he moves around a bit and then, okay, I'm not going to fight. I'm going to fire just the one shot.
Gonna
He's not even
regroup.
making.
Attack
He's not
together.
making any attempt to deny scouting either. If an SCV goes in, the game's over.
That other goon just went to retire.
Oh, next goon, is that going to run in? No, okay, the next goon stops. But he could easily have dragoon ranged about to finish at this point. Okay, siege mode is starting. This is Nettles is completely fine. He's just going to make siege tanks. He's going to put them in siege mode, and presumably he's going to build either move his backs up or he's going to put another building there.
I think he might be rally pointed inside his base.
No, I
Or
think
no,
that's
it was a
deliberate
run by.
scouting. But like, he gets in, and then it's like, okay, yeah, the guy has one factory and he's making tanks. That's good information. What? You're definitely a Terran player, and he's not going bio. Good scouting info.
Badly injured dragoon.
Oof.
So he's lost one dragoon. He has a second dragoon that's been retired. A third dragoon that's run into a bunker and is badly injured. I don't know about his ability to do a bust here. Which is unfortunate because he's locked in. There's nothing else he can do. I would like to see his Terran making tanks. He does have a second tank that he
Back
can...
up, back
There
up.
is a second tank somewhere. Okay, it's siege just below where there it is. That tank needs to be all the way back in siege, and we need a wall. At this point, Nettles has to know what's going on. Build an eBay. Build an eBay. Nettles knows what's going on. He knows that all he had to do is not die to this, and he's not
Just-
building any siege
yeah.
tanks. He has... That factory's been idle for a very long time right now.
It's finally making a tank, but I don't know if it's going to be in time.
He needed to build a second eBay at the front and fly the Vax up. That Vax is currently helping a SimCity against Zealots, but that's not the part of the game we're in anymore. Tank is so far forwards. Like when the goons run in, he's gonna need to lock with the SCVs to buy the tank time, and he can't get them there in time. Like,
Yeah,
Lucky
the
Noob
missile
has
turret-
won this game. Lucky Noob can just run in and finish it. Do it.
And the missile
Run it.
turret's actually kind of blocked him off from being able to block.
Why is Lucky Noob not putting the trigger? I guess Lucky Noob must logically think there's going to be more tanks there than one. Oh, we're going for a speed dot all in. Nettles just keeping his tanks right up at the front. Tanks are going to... If he loses that tank, he loses the game. Come on, Lucky Noob, commit. Commit.
Yeah,
There
he's
we
got
go.
this now.
What a man. vultures can't even place their mines.
There it is.
That was the man in history I ever saw. I'm so proud of him.
Oh, run in. Run in.
No, this is enough. This is enough damage. Like he doesn't need to continue with his all in at this point. He was going speed not all in, but now he can just expand. And this is enough damage to just take an expansion and stuff. No, wait, he's building a 4th gateway and he's building more goons.
That's what I'm saying. Just he needs to run in at this point because.
Well, no, he could have just expanded. He's gonna.
Oh my!
He's gonna do this
oh
instead.
my! Oh my! He just waited too long to run in.
Well, he did. I liked the decision to not run in. I thought he was fine, and it was a good decision to stop. But Lucky Noob stops for no one. He goes, fuck it. You think my 3 all in was committed? Let me show you a 4th gateway.
Ah.
He could have finished that factory. How much health does that factory have?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
He could have 2 more volleys and it's done. Oh, 1 goon runs in. Oh, he couldn't quite take the tank down with a single goon shot. Goon just needed a tiny bit more damage. Oh, he's focusing the refinery with 3 dragoons. Just suiciding for that refinery. He goes, okay, as long as I get the refinery, it's fine. I can waste every dragoon I have as long as I get the refinery.
He got it at least.
He did get it. Unfortunately, it turns out that they're telling him to build a 2nd refinery. The 1 refinery cap wasn't implemented in this game.
In his defense,
I mean, we got DTs coming. Okay, well they're making the Temple Archives.
He's even on workers. Notice is really bad. Looks like the factory survived.
pretty audacious of Terran to start building.
Where he just wants to make sure he doesn't get DT contained. I feel like if that tank hadn't run forward and suicided, Lucky Noob wouldn't have known to go all in. The tank like lured him back in, if that makes sense. Lucky Noob was happily just biding his time, waiting for speed locks. But the tank ran out, shot at him once, then pulled all the dragoons into the...
Yeah, maybe.
This is the good one. I'm enjoying this.
I think it was a missed rally point, maybe.
No, he was controlling that tank. He was just trying to get some pot shots on the goons.
It wasn't even sieged. Okay, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I feel like these goons... He's
Oh
just trying
my
to kill the
God.
refinery again. He's willing to trade goons to refineries. He's made the calculation, and he thinks that that's the trade he should make. Once is like an accident, but twice he's going to kill refineries. The question is it going to burn down?
Stop, you're gonna make me...
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just a rally. That's just a bad rally.
No, that goon was on a mission. That goon was running to the refinery to get the last shot. Definitely.
So, I love Lucky News so much. So we've been trying to ban him from our Discord.
And
finds
that's
his way
another
back.
misplaced resource building. That's easy misplaced. So it looks like Nettles. He saw how well the misplaced hatchery worked last game. He's just going to
I
lean
was
into
thinking
it.
the same thing.
And once the storm drop happens, that's actually going to work out in his favor because the workers are going to be more spread out. Also, we've got a quick starport followed by control tower, followed by not building a dropship. Which I think that's like a meta game thing because if the opponent sees your quick starport and a control tower, they would be expecting a dropship. So by not building a dropship, you're going to confuse them. These are both B rank players.
C and D
D.
rank.
C and
Okay.
D.
I think Lucky
Okay.
Noob is probably around D rank. Nettles might be around C. Seems like.
I'm going to say I've lost to B rank players, and I don't think that this is that. Double armory at the same time. Fancy. We're going to kill some workers? No. Okay. We don't need to kill workers. Nettles hasn't built an SUV in quite a while. He was on 30 SUVs when he was forced back into his main, and he's still on 34.
Oh, he let his refinery burn.
Yeah, I mean, that goon suicide on the refinery was worth it. It's, at the time it looked like it was a mistake, but the refinery burned down. It may have cost him 7 goons, but he got the kill.
I don't see how Lucky Noob is going to stop this.
Did you know this is actually not uphill when you're fighting right there?
I did.
That's so, I've always thought that was weird.
But it would be really imbalanced if it was. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, take those and control the map.
I agree, but
How could somebody tell if something's uphill or not?
because your dragoons never miss.
You just have to know it. There's no indicator of the map. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Basically, those ledges of that expansion just create a ledge for you to make your expansion.
Yeah, just a wall, pretty much.
The map maker minerals to provide clarification. Thank you.
Right.
So
Basically, you have to die there a bunch of times.
Lucky Noob's banking his resources. He's built 1 extra gateway. He feels like he can probably spend the 1500, but not on 4 gateways. He needs the 5th gateway to get rid of that money. So once he's got that, he's going to be able to effectively spend all his money and take down these siege tanks.
Yeah, these naked siege tanks.
Okay, so the double armory follow-up was followed up by a Goliath build. So I think the second armory was just a spare armory. It wasn't for upgrades. At the time, it looked like he was going for upgrades, but no upgrades. But he is building Goliath, so this is the Goliath transition. And the second armory was just in case the first armory died.
Okay, there we go. Now he's upgrading.
Makes me nervous every time I see siege tanks by themselves. He should have a bunch of vultures. There he goes. Reinforcements. Goliaths now?
Yeah, he's just rallying Goliaths. He's
Is that the kind of unit he needs?
Yeah, he's done the calculation and he's run the numbers on siege tank damage versus Goliath damage. And it turns out Goliaths have more damage versus air.
No. What a bad time to unsiege.
And then re-siege.
Honestly, that really wasn't bad timing to unsiege, because otherwise he'd have taken a lot more damage from his tanks.
No comment on that. But
Nah, I mean...
I can't say if it's
Protoss
right
had
or
a lot
wrong,
of
but
zealots.
he seemed really vulnerable in that position. I mean, you
He
can
had
tell
a
that
lot of
Protoss is
zealots,
massing
though.
up units.
Well, he didn't have any spider mines in front of his tanks or anything like that. His units weren't even in front of his tanks.
They both just take these bold risks that...
Okay, now the Goliath build is working, so we're going to see how well they do against Nettles or Lucky Noob's air units once Lucky Noob builds some. Until he builds some, I think the Goliaths are just like a preemptive counter, but once the scouts come out, those Goliaths are going to be really effective.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic sometimes or not.
No, I mean, this is the build where you build Goliath instead of Sea Tank PvP or PvP. Definitely a real build. I'm not just trying to make things up for the sake of the cast. See, look how effective these Goliaths are. You wouldn't want vultures here doing 26 damage a hit.
Okay,
Not
that's
when you can
sarcastic.
do. Not when you can have
damage.
Goliaths. It's just unfortunate that Lucky Noob has made the mistake of not building a bunch of air units, so the
I love these
Goli-
guys. We need to ask for more show matches.
Lucky Noob is building more gateways. He's still banking 1,500 minerals, so it appears that 1,500 minerals is the amount of minerals he wants to have. So he's going to build enough gateways so he can keep that number of minerals. He's also tactically not mining gas at his natural, which is... I think that's a good way to avoid the...
Oversaturation of gas.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a situation where you're building Arbiters or High Templar or Carriers PvP. Because those units... I mean, they're in the air. It's just, you're going to fall right into Terran's trap. So by not mining any gas, you can avoid that temptation.
Terran has a bunch of expansions.
Terran
Lucky
is
Noob.
opting not to get his 2-2 upgrades.
Oh, don't attack here. Why?
If he attacks here, he tricks the Terran into thinking that sea tanks are effective, and the Terran might not continue to make Goliaths.
That might actually be Lucky Noob strategy.
See, if he just keeps killing the sea tanks, then
It's funny how things kind of even out because they both do really bold things. Put it nicely.
okay. So there was a single Zealot at 12 o'clock killing that first hidden expansion, and so Nettles has dragged the Zealot back into the other hidden expansion. So he had no idea this expansion existed. Oh, I know why we're not getting 2-2. There's no sand facility, is there?
Oh, that could have been so bad. He laid a mine by all his SCVs.
So I think there's no 2-2 upgrade because no sand facility. So this starport wasn't for the sand facility. It wasn't for dropship. This was just a like mind gaming sand facility. So a starport where you trick the opponent into thinking that you might one day want to make scan in the top right. Okay. Definitely confirm there's no base there.
Okay, I got up for a second. When I sat back down, I see 3 command centers being built at one base. Somebody explain what's going on.
That's just how you spend your money in the game. You got to keep your money low. You got to macro.
Or you make a lot more vultures.
I don't hate it.
But I
Also-
don't like it.
He can stop building them when they're 99% complete, and then cancel them whenever he wants to get a quick influx of cash, like a bank.
Alright, so Lucky Noob has figured out that... Alright, I was going to say that Nettles has sent all his units to his expansion, but no, he's just going to head back.
So Lucky Noob got the Arbiter Tribunal, but he didn't have enough gas to make an Arbiter because of his not mining gas strategy. And so he decided that he still wanted invisible units, but he would just make a wave of DPs rather than the Arbiter, because that way he gets the invisible units, but he doesn't need to spend 350 gas. So this is the Arbiter Tribunal strategy where you don't build any Arbiters. And he's going to mine out soon, so I wonder if one day he wants to take a third base. I'm not saying he needs to have like 2 bases going at once, but as the current base mines out, he could judgmentally decide that he wants to take a third base. I think that'd be okay. Does Kevin have thumbs up? The thing is, Terran can actually afford to lose these command centers because he has spares. He built the spare command center ahead of time. Also, if Bo3 doesn't expand soon, then yeah, he's going to mine out. Let's take a look at Bo3's natural. Click on one of those for me. Sorry. Can you click on a crystal? Yeah, okay, so Protoss has about 800, I can't count, about 500 minerals left total.
He's probably got like 300 left.
Oh. Dated.
My sound is off on this. Is your sound off at all?
No.
Stream?
Let me see.
No, I mean on Cork's Twitch stream. If it's it off a little bit for him.
Oh, that
I'm not
can't
watching the
really
stream.
check.
Oh, okay.
So losing these command centers is unfortunate, but he has a third command center he hid in the top left just flying. So that's now ready to spring into action. Also, the low saturation mining of the natural has prolonged the life of the expansion.
Well, he's dead in the water now. He's got 0 income.
And Terran had decided that when his opponent has no income, is the moment to strike. He goes, okay, well that base isn't mining, so I've got to get it. Rather than just put all these tanks to defend one expansion of Terran and get his income going and win the game that way, Terran is going for the throat.
Oh my god.
It's just one of those plays where you're just trying to metagame the opponent. Like when you go Arbiter Tribunal, no Arbiters, but your opponent's going Armory Mass Goliaths. It's hopefully Lucky Noob can listen to the cast and
Oh, he will.
he'll see what happened this game.
Thank you all for being a good sport. That was Lucky Noob versus Nettles. Best of 3. Nettles took it.
I'm pretty sure he didn't cancel that Nexus either. The Nexus at his bed that got destroyed.
I like the psychological games they were playing on each other.
Yeah, it's like Nettles never got a scientist, never got a 2-2 upgrades. He just committed to 1-1 with a double armory and starport and triple command center.